Hello, we are making a podcast, and you're listening to it, so get ready for over an hour of pain.
Yes.
Welcome to the Pentacast.
Yes.
Surprisingly, there's not 5 people in the Penta, but
Yeah.
don't question it. Okay.
I hate the name behind it, and I hate the reasoning.
You're the one that suggested it, you idiot.
No, I didn't. You, Jensen.
Yes, you did.
Alright.
It was Jensen.
Yeah, who cares? Alright, let's introduce everyone. Speaking of Jensen, he's an epic
Jensen.
YouTuber. Yeah. We
He's
got
an
Isaac.
epic upcoming YouTuber. My name's Launchbase.
Yeah, and then we got
Right.
Will.
I'm Will. I'm a cult leader. Thank you.
I know.
And he
I
likes
made
his
like
pizza
just
as
saying-
well.
I know. Just saying Launchbase, I made all girls' ovaries just explode right there.
Shut up, Isaac.
Oh, that might have just been the worst joke I think I've ever heard.
I'm sorry.
And I'm Chella Caleb, so.
Charlotte Caleb.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
Charlotte
right.
365.
Alright,
Charlotte 365.
so yeah, let's get into our first topic.
Why am I
some of the
still
things we'll
getting
talk
paid?
So some of the topics we're going to talk about today, we're going to talk about Cyberpunk, and that epic feature that everyone won't shut up about. Epic Games constantly spamming free games at us. The whole H3H3 VS Keemstar situation, and we're gonna fill some other little stuff in there. That we're gonna keep as a little surprise, I guess, for you Epic peoples. So, yeah, hope that intrigues you. But let's get into the Cyberpunk stuff. So, Cyberpunk has made the decision to let you customize your genitals.
So I have a small penis in real life, and I'm ashamed of it, and I'm proud that they let me change that.
So,
Yeah.
they've decided to add this to a game, right? And
And I'm happy. This is mind changing. This is gonna change the way we think.
but it's especially if they release VR, then I guess
Yo!
a lot
Yes!
of people our age would
VR
probably
sex!
a lot of people our age would probably be happy with
I also
that.
want to know if you make it like 5 meters long, could you like use it as a weapon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes!
I
It's
wonder
like in the
if
final level of the game, it's running around and you just look to he's looking and whacks everyone.
If it's in VR, can you grab it, please? And you just see it floating. Like the more you touch it, the harder it gets and the longer it gets.
Okay. Okay.
And then you can use it as a weapon.
Calm down, buddy. Calm down.
Like
I'm
I'd
innovating, I'm
like to see like if you make it so long that like your character ends up like tripping over it. like you look down and you see it poking out from the bottom of your pants.
And you like lean back to balance yourself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you make it that big that like you just do a 360 and it wins the whole game for you.
Yeah.
This literally kills every single person in the game, so you're the only person alive in the whole universe.
I
Like, you're
guess
standing
very like isn't that what Cyberpunk is?
But alright.
So how am I meant to get my
Serious
meat if it's not meat?
Yeah,
Right. Alright, serious note, alright. How are they going to pull this off if the game's only rated M?
Underwear.
true. Nowhere.
That is how they're gonna pull it off, Isaac.
Yes, but
Other
you
that,
know.
Underwear.
or they just like make it so it's like completely like it's just metal. Just metal. That's all it looks like.
yeah.
You can like paint it. Have like a giant green cock.
Give it a camo. Give it a camo.
You can get
Well, it might be
camos for it. This red tiger or goddamn
Gold.
dark
If you
matter.
kill enough people,
Gold skin.
you get gold penis.
Gold.
Dark matter. But
Yeah.
what are some more details on this? Because
There's not much
So-
to it. You can customize your cock.
Yeah, there's not much to it.
Yay.
But apparently, alright, there's also going to be sex scenes.
It's not M, is it?
Yeah.
Alright, so this is what it says, okay?
Is there any videos about it?
I don't know, but this is all this says. Players can encounter events where they have the option to engage in sexual activities with other main characters or prostitutes.
It's just like a kiss and that's it.
Yeah.
It's like you poke him on the cheek and then that's it.
That's the whole sex scene.
Yeah.
These brief sex scenes from a first-person perspective depict partially nude characters, so not fully nude, partially
Underwear.
nude
That's
characters.
how they get the M rating.
Or moaning suggestively while moving through various positions. Some scenes contain.
Will is just
Me.
everyone
Some
just
scenes
instantly
contain. Some scenes contain brief depictions of thrusting motions. Other things.
Or sex.
like, you can do it with a joystick. I'm just
Other
imagining-
scenes depict a character's head moving towards a partner's crotch.
Okay.
Jesus
They're trying to be
Christ.
so subtle about it. Like,
Yeah.
Nah, he's getting head. Just be out front.
Yeah.
So that's it about the head, eh?
Cyberpunk.
Cyberjunk.
Cyberjunk, as we like to call it.
Cybercock.
So, yeah, that's Cyberpunk. Before we get into the Epic Games topic, I want to talk about something small. This is an old story, but I don't care. This is the first episode. Technically, we have no limits in terms of relevance, right? But we're talking about relevant things.
I was
Last year,
gonna say something.
last year for Mother's Day, the San Diego Padres baseball team kind of changed their Twitter handle to Madres, which is honestly the dumbest Mother's Day promotion I have ever seen. And you can almost guess, instantly someone stole it. Obviously, being a billion-dollar sports franchise, they got their Twitter handle back quickly. But imagine if they didn't. Like, Twitter's just like, nah, we're not letting you do that. And they're just gonna be stuck with Madres for the whole season.
Madres.
Yeah, because it's Mother's Day.
It's a pun.
I know.
That's hilarious, dude.
Yeah, but the San Diego Padres went on to be complete and utter terrible last year. They had one good player, and he got injured. And they also paid a guy $300 million for no reason. Alright, cool. That's it about the Padres. They are a joke. Now we're going to talk about how Epic Games will not stop spamming us with free games. And I'm not complaining, but Will has something to say about that for the people who have actually bought the damn games. Don't tell me you dropped your pizza again.
I did.
Alright,
Put on my mouse pad.
no. What do you guys think about I can't do it.
Free game every week.
Yeah,
A free
it's-
game every week.
And I think it's a bit more than that now.
It apparently, I legit saw an ad for free GTA on Epic Games on
Yeah, it
YouTube.
was.
Before I had ad blocker, I got an ad for free GTA.
You know, there actually
Um,
was.
And it said that it was yours to keep forever.
Yeah,
so I'm like,
they actually did that.
hmm. So the
So-
free games you can keep.
Yeah.
What the hell? What are they doing?
So how many games have they given out for free?
Alright,
Like,
so the games I know of, there's obviously GTA 5, that was pretty big. They gave out Civ 6, Civilization 6 for free, which is a good game, but you can't get DLCs on Epic, so there's really no point. You may as well buy it on Steam. The DLCs make the game so much better, so who cares?
Yeah.
And as a massive Civ fan, DLCs make Civ because it adds more replayability. Hell, it adds way too much. Because in DLCs, they add way too much content, and it just makes the game way too replayable. So, yeah, and they've been doing that since, like, I don't know, 2005. So,
I can give you guys a list of the free games that Epic Games has.
alright, go ahead.
So, Civ 6, GTA 5, Death Coming, Crashlands, Amnesia: The Dark Descent,
PewDiePie.
For the King,
Mm.
Wheels of Aurelia, Just Cause 4.
Wow.
Just Cause 4's a thing?
Yeah, do you know?
I don't know. I don't follow Just Cause.
Close to the Sun. Sherlock Holmes, Crimes and Punishments. Drawful 2.
What's your mate Alien?
Born
also?
Home. Bob. Totally Reliable Delivery Service. World War Z.
Good game.
These are
Tournament
all
X
free on
Punisher.
Epic.
Figment. The Stanley Parable. Oh, that's an interesting one. Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs is free on Epic Games. Are you kidding me?
Mutazione, whatever that is. A Short Hike. Anodyne 2.
Oh, we can't forget the
Fortnite.
ultimate game that's on Epic that is free. Fortnite Battle
Fortnite.
Royale.
Yeah.
I love Fortnite.
Off-World Trading Company. Inner Space. Barrier. Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
I think everyone's
Aztez.
lost track of Assassin's Creed.
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
We get it. There's a lot of free games on Epic. Okay,
said
you've been going
come.
for about 2 minutes.
Oh my
This-
god, you
Farming
said
Simulator. Hey,
Alright.
I wanna get some good ones. What's like Steep is for free. I like Steep. Hello Neighbor.
Borderlands.
Yeah, Borderlands is on there as well. That's also free.
Celeste
So,
is free. I need to get that.
Speaking of
Alright.
Borderlands, Isaac, we get it. There's a bunch of free games on Epic, and it's kind of annoying for the people who already bought the games. Will,
That is
you have something
true.
to say,
Yeah.
right? You had something to
Me?
say about that as a victim? I think
This is
Benson,
fucking
you-
bullshit, man. I buy a game, next thing you know, it's just fucking, it's free.
Alright, so
Fuck
It is true.
one of our friends, we're not going to say his name, but he'll probably beg his way onto the
Jared.
podcast eventually.
It's Jared.
So he bought GTA 5 about a week before it became free. The funny part as well, he got it to play crossplay with Xbox, and he got it on Steam. That was probably the funniest part about it. And then
Yeah.
a week later, to troll him even more, they make it free.
I got into the breach, and then like 2 days later, it became free on Epic Games. So that's
Epic Games is just
thing.
screwing over everyone who's bought a game on Steam, because they're always like, ooh, let's see. This
But also,
guy,
it is Corona, it is lockdown, so it makes sense.
yeah, like they're gonna get a bunch of free games. Like people are gonna get a bunch of free games. People are gonna use.
guys.
I think the whole reason they've done it is probably to get people back from Steam,
Oh, yeah.
because everyone knows
Guys.
Steam is a much better service than Epic Games, and they're
Yeah.
trying to get people back by offering free games. Where Steam, you have to pay for most of them. So
I was about to say, does Epic actually make money from this? Like,
yeah,
Yeah, guys, they've been doing this since 2018. The first game that was free was in 2018, and that was Subnautica.
Oh, I didn't get that. Damn.
Yeah.
I got Ed Dungeon.
It is sort of annoying making them all free though.
Sorta.
Like, it's good for the people who don't have money, but it's annoying for the people who actually pay for games. Because it's like, ooh, Epic Games made my new favorite game free today after I bought it last week.
What the hell, bro? Like,
Yeah, like-
come on.
I definitely relate a lot to the people who say, I bought it already and now it's free. Even when like developers do this sometimes, or like years later or not long after they make the game free, and it's just like people who bought it, it's like, what the hell? Why'd you do
Yeah,
this?
what the hell, bro?
Especially when developers do it recent, like quick. They're like, they make everyone pay, and then once they've got their money, hey, look, we got a free game up for you boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, developers do that sometimes, and it's dog act. It is
It is.
actual dog act.
The thing is most of the games in their free list are like games I've never even heard of.
Yeah,
Like there's only a few that I've actually heard of.
like
But they actually
Borderlands.
do have some really good ones.
Yeah,
yeah, they do have good runs. Yeah. The
And the
funny thing
problem
is the Stanley Parable, but then I refunded it because like I had watched all the endings of the Stanley Parable, but it'd been like a year since then. So I thought I must have forgotten by now. As soon as I got into the game, I started remembering everything. So I'm like, all right, I'm refunding this game because it's not as fun, and I refunded it, and then I got into the Breach instead.
Yeah.
Into the Breach.
A good game.
Yeah. I guess I don't know. It is sort of a good way for Epic Games to get big games as well, like GTA 5, and then make it free. Because, like, it makes more people check out their service, even though they know it's not going to beat Steam. But they're going to try their best to beat Steam. They're going to try their best, the best
or at
they
least
can.
be a competitor.
Yeah, they're going to try their best to be the best competitor they can. But Steam's better. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't care about.
I'm not gonna be honest.
The only
Steam
thing
is better, but Steam isn't even that good anyway. Like, it's a lot of problems.
Yeah.
I reckon. But it's still better than Epic
It's still
Games.
really good though.
But like the real question is, because you know GTA had their own launcher.
Yeah, GTA is available. Right? GTA is available on Steam, right? It's available on the Rockstar launcher, and it's also available on Epic Games. That's just PC.
But the thing is, like, but how did they?
Xbox and PlayStation, so
Yeah, and Xbox and all your consoles. It's on both generations of consoles: Xbox 360, Xbox One, PS3, PS4. Is
it actually?
Yeah,
Yes.
it is on the
Oh,
old,
I didn't know
old
that.
consoles.
Old
as well.
game.
How long ago did GTA 5 go out?
2013 or
Ages ago.
2012. It came out right as the consoles like were switching over.
No,
No, it
that's
didn't.
like so much longer.
Actually, no, the consoles came
ago
later,
than
didn't
what
they?
I remember.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they did.
That's like so
Similar to
much
release
longer
date's
than what I
2013.
remember.
Yeah.
That's so much longer than what I remember, but you know.
Mm. Isn't it like it's not far behind Minecraft and Tetris and like highest grossing games of all time?
Yeah.
Minecraft finally overtook Tetris, didn't it?
I think so.
I think
Yeah,
so.
I think it did. Hang on, I'll look it up.
Anyways,
Highest grossing games ever.
guys,
Reminds me of our sponsors.
Apparently,
that
Space
reminds me
Invaders-
that there is a war between two 30-year-old men.
True.
We're taking a break before we get into that. So after the break,
Oh, okay, wow, okay.
After the break, we're gonna talk about these big poo-poos on YouTube, named H3H3 and Keem, and 2016, and I guess they missed 2016 and they kind of brought it back. So we're gonna take a short break. We'll be back after I don't know 5 seconds for you guys, but for us 5 minutes. I don't know. So guys, we're back from our break, and now, we're going to talk about H3H3 and Keemstar, two people who kind of like the year 2016. For context, basically, 2016, a lot of YouTube drama happened. These two were very important in that drama, and they've never really got along since, and they were kind of arguing on Twitter, and then H3H3 decided to adopt iDubbbz's formula of a content something. iDubbbz has his Content Cop series, which was instrumental in 2016. It was pretty big then. But now 2020, the great revival of YouTube drama, I guess. H3H3 dropped the Content Nuke Keemstar video, which I'm guessing a lot of you might have seen. It was interesting. Let's say that. It was
2017 stuff.
Yeah, there was a lot of stuff, old stuff. There wasn't much really new stuff, but there was. And after this video, they went back and forth on Twitter, making, I guess, new videos, trying to debunk everyone's points. In the original Content Nuke video, H3's big points were Keemstar, I guess, doxing people, and which is like revealing the information, and people swatting them and being behind it. He also kind of said Keemstar had a play in and didn't he said this so many times, and he kind of never said it, but he sort of pointed to it a little bit, like he hinted toward it. Yeah, it's a good word for it. Keemstar, I guess, played a role in the part of Etika's suicide last year, which was and that was kind of stuff. He also brought up a bunch of false pedophile allegations Keemstar has brought up against people in his YouTube news show, Drama Alert, and he brought all that stuff. There was some good points in there, and there weren't really any bad points, but the way he used that whole Etika situation against Keemstar was completely disgusting. Like, imagine your family member took their own life,
and people use him as a fucking argument.
Yeah,
point.
and people use him as an arguing point.
Boys,
what?
do you know that term, rest in peace?
Yes. Rest in
The
peace.
people on YouTube do not know shit about it, bro.
They don't. Especially,
Let the man rest.
let him rest. You don't bring up someone who has taken their own life, especially in YouTube drama, which is pretty much the most petty form of drama that rivals 4chan and Reddit on the internet. It is.
But here's the thing, alright? Can't they just not make it public? Because I don't give a single fuck about it.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about what goes on about H3H3 Keemstar. Shut the fuck up, dude.
Yeah,
Go back to
exactly.
your own cave, dude. I don't care.
You don't have to. And as well, one big thing, another bad thing about this video, H3H3 attacked Keemstar's sponsor G Fuel, which basically is a massive part of Keemstar's identity and channel, and G Fuel makes a lot of money, and they've had to cut ties because H3H3's went after G Fuel, and people who've seen H3H3's video are taking it out of context, and they're telling G Fuel to pull Keemstar, and it's bad for small creators. It is terrible. If they see stuff like this, it's going to spread throughout the whole community, and we just see small creators get taken down due to sponsors. Here's the thing, people like Keem and H3 will be alright if they lose a sponsor or two. H3 himself lost sponsors because Keemstar fans went after his sponsors after this. I think it was... I can't remember what sponsor... Apparently H3's lost multiple sponsors I've seen.
Old Spice and...
Yeah, Old Spice, that's the big one. I couldn't remember the name, but... Like that, they've both lost key sponsors, but they'll be fine. They've been massive on YouTube for probably about half a decade now. But smaller creators aren't. A lot of channels rely on sponsorships because of YouTube's algorithm and stuff like that. And if you start taking away these sponsorships, it could go.
Make you homeless.
It could go in the apocalypse direction, which is very bad. So people pointed that out. Keemstar made a response video and pointed out how I can't remember his name. There's the RuneScape, the RuneScape streamer, Tony.
What was it? Something from RuneScape or some shit.
So basically, Keemstar ran a story which he has admitted it's false, that Tony playing RuneScape was a pedophile, and he was a streamer. They were all good for a bit, and Keemstar sort of used that defense that this was actually probably a good point from Keemstar in the whole Tony situation about how they were all good. Like H3's sparking up old drama, and Tony himself he's shown signs of this, I guess. So
did you guys watch Tony's actual response to all of this?
No.
No, I didn't.
I saw his video, and he is praising H3 at the moment.
Yeah, I saw clips of that from, I can't remember what site it was. It was either Keem or H3. One of them did show that.
I think it was.
I think it was H3 because he was using it.
H3's got to get more people sucking on his cock.
Yeah, I think it was H3 to use it against Keemstar.
Dude, I just hate YouTube. Just the whole idea of YouTube is fucking dumb.
It's this whole drama really has done a lot of bad for the platform.
YouTube.
Yeah,
It's YouTube, dude.
it's done a lot of bad, and it's definitely outweighs all the. Are there really any positives from it?
Yes.
Like, let's be real. Yeah, they get a bit more money in their pocket.
Views.
I guess it's something to talk about in the podcast. That's it. That's the positives. That's where it ends. It's just
Views.
Just give me views.
Yeah.
What you guys? I'll take a views.
The whole situation is just. It's a complete mess. Where after a few days, after them just constantly after the entire internet got obsessed with the whole situation, everyone just got sick of them so quickly. And no one really cared about which side was worse, because they were basically as bad as each other at the end. Now, yes, the stuff Keemstar has done in the past is very bad. So, and we all completely understand that. But...
Keemstar has a very punchable face.
He's done a lot of bad things. But I feel like this whole H3H3 took it a bit further than it should have been taken. And definitely with the etiquette situation, definitely with the sponsors. It's...
Dude, fucking let the man rest. God damn, man.
Let him rest. He already went through a hard enough situation. Let him rest. It's absolutely disgusting what H3 did when he brought up this as an argument point.
This is disgraceful, guys. I cannot handle this anymore. I hate this. This YouTube drama, absolutely disgraceful, y'all.
Let's be real. YouTube drama kind of is
it's stupid.
absolutely poo poo. But speaking of YouTube drama in 2016. Can we just talk about Leafy quickly and how he's made a comeback?
Sure.
May I add something?
Yes, quickly.
Leafy's overrated and never watched one of his videos. Thank you.
Same. I've never watched any of his videos.
I was like, oh my god, Leafy is queer, bro. Oh my god. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Can we just mention how he's made a comeback for no reason whatsoever?
You think because he said some dumb shit about H3H3 or something?
iDubbbz.
Wasn't it about the iDubbbz?
Yeah, it was about the iDubbbz whenever I called him a simp.
You're a simp. Oh my god, dude. So hilarious.
Now he's somehow made a comeback. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to say Keemstar would be so good at the fucking
a gnome. Keemstar, Romeo and Juliet 2021.
Dude, yes! They should do a live remaster!
Yeah, if they ever make a live action Romeo and Juliet, Keemstar's just be like... He'd probably be down for it too, because it'll be an interesting experience, you know?
He'd make money, so he's alright.
Yeah.
Why am I still getting hate?
That classic clip.
Alright, can I speak now?
No.
Keemstar would be great at 4chan beef, because let's be real, 4chan.
He probably was in 4chan beef before.
4chan literally, they know
really
everything about you. You argue with them, and they will know everything about you.
They argue with them, they bring out your social security number.
Exactly. They're so good at finding stuff.
Never go on 4chan.
Good at finding stuff. It's insane.
Yeah.
Don't even know what 4chan is.
It's basically Reddit, but
Reddit, with a lot more crazy people.
Yeah, Reddit, but with a lot more people that know everything about you. Just from
of course,
Reddit with people that can hack. Right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
All right. That's enough YouTube drama. YouTube drama poo-poo. Let's talk about the whole riots. Now,
Boys.
I don't really know much about this actually. So.
I know a fair bit.
All right. Take it away.
This is where I shine. So George Floyd, a man got arrested for no reason.
What city does this happen in?
I don't know.
You don't know? I think it was one of our friends. Which
Malaysia.
I know it. I know it. It's I don't know how to pronounce
Starts with
it.
an M.
Minneapolis.
Yeah.
Minneapolis, yeah.
It's in Minnesota. I know that place.
Well, yeah, they what should we call it? Yeah, the guy got arrested and he was not resisting like arrest and stuff. So there's like a video about it.
Resisting arrest, wasn't
No, he wasn't.
he? I wasn't.
It was like video proof of it. It's like, oh, dude, I can't breathe. Like, can I please breathe? And it's like a car over him or something. I don't know. But
Jesus.
there's a car over him. He couldn't breathe, and then he was just like choking him. And then yeah, he died of suffocation. You know, the fun stuff. And then everyone got mad at him. And then they started to do a fucking riot, man.
So, I mean, I've seen people riot over really weird stuff. Example, in 2010, in ice hockey, Vancouver literally rioted because they lost. They lost the championship to Boston, and they literally rioted.
Wait, what sport was it?
Ice hockey.
Sounds like a Canadian thing to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna lie.
Right, they'll be like, oh, sorry.
And they've been terrible ever since. So there you go. But
Canada.
we've seen people riot over stuff like that, but this is probably something that you would expect people to write about.
Skirt.
So, actually, guys, Donald Trump had something to say about this.
What did he have to say?
He had two tweets. The second one actually got taken down because of the thing they said at the end of the tweet. But this is what he has to say. I can't stand back and watch this happen to a great American city. Minneapolis.
So Mini and then Apollos.
Minneapolis, a total lack of leadership. Either the very weak radical left mayor Jacob Fry get his act together and bring the city under control, or I will send the National Guard and get the job done right.
Jesus
Oh
Christ.
my god. Okay.
Then his second tweet that got taken down. These thugs are dishonoring the memory of George Floyd, and I won't let that happen. Just spoke to Governor Tim Walz and told him that the military is with him all the way. Any difficulty and we will assume control. Any difficulty and we will assume control. But when the looting starts, the shooting starts. Thank you.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay.
Jesus.
And
Alright, that's great.
So that's it
what
for that
got
topic. Yeah. Oh god.
And the
Alright.
second tweet got taken down because of what he said
Obviously.
at the end.
So that's
So Australia is better. Come to Australia. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's about it.
alright. Next, I guess this is alright. Let's rethink our brains. Let's refresh everyone. Completely forget about that last topic.
No,
Let's
forget
come into,
whoa.
let's come into this with a fresh mind, right? This is a very interesting story from a video made by Jon Bois. He's a sports writer. Very good at what he does. Very, very good. I think the video came about 2015, but it's probably his most popular series. It's called Pretty Good, and one of the episodes, I just want to summarize it. Now, if you want to watch the original video, I'd recommend it. It's just called Larry Walters has
in
a...
the description.
No, it's just called Larry Walters has a BB gun and a lawn chair, and that's pretty good. So
It is a good video.
it is a really good video. And what happened? What the whole video is about the man Larry Walters. It's a completely true story. In the early 80s, Larry Walters went and bought a lawn chair, 42 or 44 weather balloons, and got some bunch of gallon jugs of water, some Coke, an extra pair of glasses, and his plan was to fly over Los Angeles and land over the I think it's the Mojave, the Mojave Mountains, and watch a NASA launch. Right.
That
was his
NASA
plan.
launch?
I can't remember what the NASA launch was, but it was over. It was in the desert near LA. And
He also brought a camera with him, didn't he?
Yeah, he brought a camera. His intent was to fly over in the launch air with the weather balloons. So basically up, but with a chair. And it actually happened.
Yeah.
Now on the day, he's I think it's Carol.
Carol. Carol Baskin. Oh no.
I was gonna say that.
I knew as soon as I said Carol, so I'm gonna say Carol Baskin. But he had his friend. I can't remember his friend's name. And they were with him in the backyard in his launch, and they were telling him right before, don't do it. But he convinced them to do it, that he was going to do it. And
didn't the rope snap?
Yeah,
the rope
right before that, I think they were probably going to cut the rope anyways. They were trying to convince him not to do it, and the rope snapped, and he was off in the air. 40 weather balloons, and these are like weather balloons. In the words of Jon Bois, get really, really up there. And
so he was only planning to go to 7,000 to 8,000 feet, but he ended up at 15,000.
Ended up at 16,000 feet, which that is just about the area where you'll start to get dizzy or unconscious and
can't breathe.
And felt like not be able to breathe. It's around that area. And when he was up there, he was higher than the small planes, like not biplanes, but like Jensen.
My boy was dude, boys. He was higher than Snoop Dogg, dude. My boy. God damn.
But he was like higher than like some clouds could, like higher than the clouds, literally. And he was spinning out of control. Not spinning out, but he was flying out to the ocean because the wind was taking him. And apparently the view from up where he was so good that he had the camera and he forgot to take pictures, which is a shame for us because it would have been really cool to see those pictures.
Oh, we also have Google Maps.
Yeah, we also have Google Earth, which Jon Bois loves to use, and every episode are pretty good, which isn't a bad thing because he does well with it. But it was that bad. Like they had to shut the power off in Long Beach, so because he was scared of hitting a power line and obviously it would electrocute him. So with the BB gun, he would shoot to go down. He would shoot the weather balloons. He dropped the gun. He dropped the gun, and he didn't bring. He brought extra glasses, which he lost his glasses, so he had the extra, and he got the glasses that fell off or back undamaged, probably because
I don't know how.
I think from memory, when he went up, they came off, so it landed in the backyard, probably. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So they had to shut the power off in Long Beach. He's landed in Long Beach completely fine. He gave the chair away. And
yeah, he did.
He gave the chair away. The only thing he kept was the Coke bottle.
Boys. That chair was worth like $200.
More. Yeah.
It was like in that time, the chair was $110, which in today's money was like, I don't know, like how much?
It was about $200, and that's 2015. It would definitely have changed since then. So, like
that's
the whole
I'll give that away.
You'd think the creators of Up would have taken inspiration from this depth. Like you'd have to think they did.
He went higher than the people from Up.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but like you have to think they got inspiration from it a little bit.
But I've never heard of it. So
yeah, true. But like, you'd think when like they would have, at least someone in the development team would have heard of it. Someone on Up would have heard of it. But anyways, when he landed, they didn't know how to charge him, but he had broken an air Air Force law or whatever.
Air aviation law.
Yeah, aviation law. But he'd been thinking of this since he was 13 too, which is the crazy
Yeah.
part.
They thought they literally said we need to charge him. We know he's broken something, but once we figure it out, like they didn't even know what he broke because
they didn't
never
know what
been
to
done
think.
before.
Like, what would you think?
Yeah.
You're working for that, like that sort of industry. It's like, sir, we have a man that has flown in a lawn chair, and we didn't know about it. He just decided to fly in the lawn chair. And it's really interesting. If you want a better, more well-researched version of the story, I would recommend and go watch Jon's video. Like I said, it's called...
We'll link it in the description.
Yeah, on the YouTube video, I might link it in the description for the Spotify viewers. I'll just read it out. It's Larry Walters has a lawn chair and a BB gun. Pretty good, and I forgot what episode it is. But,
It's episode 2.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, Larry Walters, man. There was a sad part to the story. Sadly, Larry Walters, a decade later, I think it was 11 years later, took his own life, which, rest in peace to Larry Walters. He's
Absolute legend.
a legend among men for that one day in LA. But, that's pretty much all we have to talk about. So...
Oh yeah.
So thanks for listening to the Pentacast Podcast.
If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on post notifications,
and follow the playlist for the Spotify. Not the playlist. Follow us on the podcast. If you're on Spotify, please. But in all seriousness, thanks heaps for listening, guys. If you got it this far, I'm surprised.
When we hate you.
But thanks heaps for listening.
If you're watching on YouTube and you got this far, make sure to comment. Chalafax is the best YouTuber.
Chalafax was better.
Yeah, just comment. Everyone comment. Larry Walters is epic, because that's something we can universally agree upon. So,
Your challenge 365 was better, boys.
no, it wasn't.
Yes, it was.